It's Gary Wales, Andreas Aranda on the camera. Just want to show you our very, very interesting old truck. And what makes this particularly interesting, it's been in dry storage for about 65 years. These are the original tires. Original tires, can you imagine that? And they were pretty damn nice when we got it, but when we pulled it out of the storage area, the whole thing, it just fell apart because they're literally hard as a rock. This is a very historically important old truck. And what that is a 1915 Pierce Arrow engine. It's a replacement on the original, because this originally is a 1912 13 KNOX. And what makes it interesting, it's the very, very first motorized vehicle ever for Glendale, California, and it's never been more than 50 miles from it. This is old number one. I can show you the other side in a minute too, but it's a triple T head, and it's a Pierce Arrow 48, and this, we notice, it has these two tags, RKO, and it's A11201. What that is, and there's one on the other side in the Spain pop, that is the lot tag on it that allowed it under RKO. This was used by the Keystone Cops, Harold Lloyd, Buster Keaton. All of those people use this truck. And what is amazing about it, as crappy as it looks, it's solid as a rock. This is all the original wood. It's hard as it's unbelievable. Original tires. Look at the quality of the wood here. This is hard as a rock. It's better than when it was new. It's a chain drive. And I got even the muffler. Take a look at this. I want to show you this muffler. Look at that. That is a work of art. Can you imagine? All that needs is a glass beading, sandblasting, and in a painting. It's unbelievable. Here is the tanks. It wasn't a pumper, which makes it a lot easier because it was only using actual small flyers. They would go and put them out. You've got your big brass copper tank here, brass tank, and here is your other auxiliary tank, and it still has the beautiful pictures on it that were painted on it 107 years ago. Look at the hose reel. It's solid brass. It's absolutely incredible. Can you imagine that all shined up and done? It looks a little tough. Snap, look at this wood. You couldn't replace it. You couldn't get wood that good anymore. Here, I've got all of these hoses. I got big boxes of hoses. I got tons of parts for it. It is absolutely amazing. This side, I haven't finished yet. I did varnish it, and that was to help preserve it and keep it nice, because this shouldn't be restored. This is probably the most wonderful. Again, number one, the only damage on the whole truck is right here on the seats, both seats, because they would get moisture and bird poo-poo and whatever else on them, and that was it. All of the boxes are there and good and everything else. I've got headlights. We just stuck that one back on, but I've got the original headlights for it and everything else. It is absolutely amazing. All the bits and pieces. I'm going to show you this side of the engine, and let me just pull that. I'll hold it up here so you can really see it well. But this is a Pierce Arrow. This was the replacement. Dropped you. The original engine broke a crank in 1925, so they put in a rebuilt Pierce Arrow 48, which is just absolutely amazing. And it's in incredible condition. The radiator is like brand new. I mean, it's just, you're only a virgin once, and by God, this is still a virgin. The other tag is right here. We've got the magnetos, we've got water pumps, we got bits and pieces, spares, headlights, running lights, and all of the paperwork is coming for it. It's just amazing condition. Look at that. Glendale Fire Department, old number one. This was the very first motorized vehicle they ever had, and it's never been more than 50 miles from Glendale. And in storage, 65 years. It was the most amazing thing. We opened that door, and there it was. So, oh my God. I was gonna, make another one of my vehicles. I figured it's just an old truck. I can't do it. So consequently, I'm gonna pass this on to somebody that has either a museum or something, or that's up to them if they want to restore it or not. I personally can't do it. I'm going to leave that option to the person that acquires this beauty. Believe me, there isn't another one in the world like it. This is it.